Very sweet, very nice, very milky, just like a milk. Hi, well, today I'm going to show you how to make a basic almond milk. Okay, so let's gather all the equipment and almonds. This is a Vitamix, a high-speed blender, which is very good. I have it for almost maybe 8 to 10 years. Never broke apart, but the investment is quite a huge amount of money upfront, but it worth the penny, I would say. It have never broke down for almost 8 to 10 years. I think I have it roughly. But a cheap blender, if you don't have the investment for it, buy a cheap blender, so will do a good job. So this is a Vitamix high-speed blender, and I got colander. Okay, and I soak my almond, 1 cup of almonds, in a bowl of water. Okay, I have a nut milk bag where I can strain the milk in a clean bowl, and a mason jar, and maybe have a sip later. And this is a bottle. I will show you how to store your nut milk bag. Okay, just an empty bottle. Okay, and I have some fresh clean water here. So now I have soaked this almonds since last night, around more than 12 hours now, and with a little bit pinch of sea salt, and just to remove the enzyme inhibitor from the almonds, so it's easier for your body to digest. This is a very simple basic almond milk that you can do at home, and instead of buying the cartoon almond milks from the store, which is very expensive, and you don't know what kind of preservative that they put in there, so to make the shelf life longer. But this is a fresh almond milk. It tastes amazing, fabulous, and the storage life is about 4 days in the fridge, 4 to 5 days in the fridge, and you will never go back or buy almond milk in the store. Okay, so there's no preservative, no sugars, and no chemicals in it, so you control what you put inside in this item in here. But the one in the store, you don't know what they put in it. They put all kind of stuff in it just to preserve the shelf life. So if you want the wholesome plant-based thing, go the DIY, just like me. I love everything about DIY. Do it at home, do it yourself. But I know it takes time, but at the end result, it's your body, it's your health, it's your well-being, it's your family well-being that you're doing this for. So I soaked this almonds, raw almonds, in a clean filtered water for 12 hours with a pinch of sea salt just to alkalize it. So now I'm going to show you how to rinse the almond. So this is a soaked almond, so I'm going to use this strainer here, pour the almond here, and then you're going to rinse off a couple of times to wash off the brown watery water. Okay, so I'm just go here under the sink. I just pour the almond right here, and now you're going to get a fresh clean water. You keep on rinsing that. You just keep on doing that. So you would have to go like a couple of times to rinse off this almond water, just to make sure you get rid of all the enzyme inhibitor and also the brown watery water. By the time you see the water will turn really, really clear, you know, and there's not much over there. Okay. So now the almonds quite rinsed now. So I'm going to take about a cup of almonds, put it in a blender. Okay. So now you can make the almond milk to be a skin almond milk. That's what they call it, like a cow's milk. Or you want it like full strength. So for less amount of like skin milk, I would say about 1 cup of almonds, about 4 cups of water. If you want it really, really like creamy and thick, maybe about 3 cups of water. If you really want to make a cream out of this to put in your coffee or your tea, you will use about 1 cup of almonds with 2 cups of water. So here we're going to make a full strength of almond milk, and we're going to put in 3 cups of water. So let's count down, guys. 1, 2, okay, 3 cups of water. Now close this thing, and then we're going to start blending. So the first so when you turn on the blender, make sure that it's not turned on high speed and at the lowest setting, because you don't want this to blast really high. It's really powerful. So that's why turn this down and turn this down and just turn this off. Make sure your hand is here, and you're going to start blending. And start to blend, and then you kindly turn the knob up higher. Then you want to really like do it more later. You can full blast it to finally make the almonds smooth. Okay, so I'm going to start up it right now. You see how the water runs? Now you can turn on this one. So after it's done, I make sure this button is turned off and this setting here turned to the lowest, because sometimes accidentally when you put it back there, you turn it on the side, it just blasts it right off. It will like come up all over the table. So that's the easiest way that I'm showing you not to make such a mess in your kitchen. So here you go. So it's maybe I blend it for maybe about a minute, and now it's done. So I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to take this out. I'm going to a clean bowl with a nut milk bag with a string in here. So now you're going to pour this milk into this glass of thing there, and then you're going to strain the milk. Okay, just how like you pour it right here. There you go. And then you're going to gather this nut milk bag. Okay. And then you hold it close together. Make sure this is tight. So when you do this thing, and then you're milking like a cow here, but we're not actually milking a cow. We're milking an almond like a plant. So you just squeeze gently. Don't try to squeeze so hard and it's going to splatter all over the kitchen, and you don't want to make a mess. I'm the person that doesn't like to make mess, so I try to like be as neat as possible, but sometimes, I try not to make more work for me, so I try to be gentle, and it's only take a few seconds for extra thing to do, and you have less mess in your kitchen. So you keep on squeezing and squeezing. You keep on like as if you're milking a cow, but you're not. And you keep on doing that, and you just can keep on twisting it. Okay, so your milk is actually done. So simple and quick. So now you can pour this in a jar, and then you will leave it for about in the fridge about 4 to 5 days. And now this is a milk. You can do whatever you want. You can pour in your granola, make a smoothie. You can use this as a milk substitute to pour for your baking goods and everything. You can make a milkshake. You can turn this into a creamer, anything that you would like. So this is very simple. It costs not too much money, but instead of buying cartoon one, it's about $4 for one cartoon. And this is fresh. It's awesome. And I'm just going to wash on my hand, just rinse on my hand here. So now after it's done, this pulp here, you can put in a plate, and you can put in a dehydrator to dehydrate this pulp. You can make this into a crackers, bread, there's so many things that you can do with it. Or you can even use this as a facial scrub. It's excellent. If not, you can throw this in a compost for your garden and put them back to the soil, and you can get lovely nutrients for your garden. So there are many options you can do. You dehydrate them to make a cracker, bread recipe, any kind of recipe you want, granola, everything is there's endless possibility. Okay, and so after this is done, so I would wash this off. After this wash off, you let this wet one just dry on your counter for a day. So after it's done, when it's dry, this is a other almond milk, nut milk bag. So what I do is that this is a clean one that was used from before. So I will just take like, you know, one by one, whatever. Okay, I will just roll it up and put this in a jar. You close it up. It's nice and clean. And you can label this. You say this is for nut milk making. You can also use this for sprouting as well. You can use different nut milk bag for different things. For sprouting, for making milk. So you don't kind of like mix it up with sprouting, with milk and all these things. So I used to label them. And here if you want to put label, put nut milk bag, so you know, so you put it in your cupboard. Oh, I need it for next time, you just take out one. So this is clean. I don't recommend hanging your wash nut milk bag outside in the sun, because sometimes there's a lot of dust blowing on it, or sometimes maybe the bird poop on your bag, so you don't want that. So I let it just wash it off with warm soap and water, and you just put on your counter to dry. Within maybe 24 hours is dry, like what I show you, and you just roll it up, and this is nice and neat and handy, so you don't looking for it, misplaced of this nut milk bar that you're looking for. So you always have it in your cabinet. You open up, you can, oh, this is it, you know. So this is what I'm going to show you, and this is very simple to do. You can do any kind of plant-based milk. You can use hazelnut, walnuts. You can use seeds if you want, sunflower seed, pumpkin seed, sesame seed. You can even use oats as well. I can even sprout oats and even do an oats milk. So this is very easy to do, and you don't have to be doing so much of a dairy milk if you're allergic to dairy. This is a good alternative for people to drink. It's very healthy. It's very nice. I love almonds. It's very alkalizing for your body. Almonds have lots of nutrients in it. You know, I just love almonds. It's one of my favorite milk. So enjoy, and I hope you can make this at home and shoot me a comment. This is very easy to do. I show you step by step what you need, and shouldn't be that hard. You know, just make an effort, and it just only take what, few minutes. It doesn't take long. So the other thing that I like to mention is the almonds. Okay, there are different kind of almonds. There's almonds that came from California. There's almonds that came from Italy. There's almonds that came from Spain. The one that came from Italy and Spain is raw, is unpasteurized. The one in California, they are not raw, they are pasteurized. So they kind of steam it lightly, so it's not raw. If you really want a raw almond milk that with nutrients, enzyme, and everything is intact, get the one from Italy or in Spain. They are really, really good. So I prefer the Italian almonds and the Spanish almond instead of the California, because it's pasteurized and they're kind of like not 100% raw. This would consider 100% raw. So this is it. And if you want to, it's awesome. I'm going to show you a quick way how to get this bowl in here without making a whole mess in here. You know me. And the DIY doesn't like to make a mess, as clean as possible. So this is with a little bit of almond pulcrin. So I will rinse up this pitcher here, the blender, in the sink. Then I will pour this in right here. Then when the milk's right here, I pour it right here, and we're going to just do it right now. So this is already rinsed off. So now I pour this almond milk right here into the bowl. See, no mess. we're gonna pour right into this mason jar. Okay, now it's all done, and we're gonna sample this milk. It's gonna be absolutely delicious, I can tell you that. Here you go. Very sweet, very nice, very milky, just like a milk. Love it. It's awesome. I told you this is one of my favorite meals. Awesome. That's it, guys. So until next time again.